All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. Throws him down. Trips him up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Strings it all together. Checks him with a projectile. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Feeling out the spacing. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Getting into the... burnout activates. All right, what's coming up next? KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Scrapping it out up close. Tries to mitigate their movement or brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Solid trigger on the Toxic Blossom to pile on them. Player 2 holds it. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match. The corner throw ends it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Barely blocks the jump in. Changes things up with an overhead. Risky up-close scrap still going. Swift forward run. A parry? Come here. Escapes the corner. Raw super hard income. What were they thinking? Player 1, there's a burnout. Quick dash. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Nothing stops this train. Oh man, this is putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
My magnum opus!
Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Adds a bit of OG fight. They are done! Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Orchid springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Jump in, finds the mark. Solid combo. Okay, creating some space here. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Trying to read each other here? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit up? Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Orchid spring to create some space. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Knockdown. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner game. Medium kick hits. Scrapping it out up close. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Just goes for it at this range. And it connects with the throw. Grabs and throws KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Nightshade Pulse. The last round. It's now or never. Throws them. How did they read that throw? Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Changes the pace with the fire. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Kicks out a kick. Oh, here we go. Trying to dig in deep with those quads. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Player one is looking at a grim situation super hard to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
My magnum opus!
Player one has a bit of OD spice there. Flatlines him. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
Challenger!
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Got it. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Goes for the low kick. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Gotcha! Decides to go in with the target combo. Very solid corner switch. Jump in, finds the mark. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? Player one chases them down. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Heading into the end game now. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Oh, easy tech. Plenty of life left, a full drive gauge to work with. They have tons of options at their disposal. Knockdown and G-right kick for a mix-up. Player two is barely nice counter. Both fighters planning something? Closes with the throw, hitting him with a smart stuff. Player one is the last fighter standing. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Checks him with the projectile. Gets a chance with that jump. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What's the play here? Still slugging it out here. Definitely shuts out the jumping. What are they thinking here? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. From up above. What solid throw tech. Impacts a no-go. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Projectile to try and change the situation. Life lead opens up. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Player one chases them down. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Very solid corner switch. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockout and... Throw hits him with a stop and bop. Goes for it all, but just misses. Uses the gauge for a super art. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. That's a counter. A quick breather. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen? Throw tech! They were not cleared for takeoff. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Zones with the fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Both fighters are raring to go. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? This can lead to some big damage. Good decision with that throw. Fireball pressure, trying to wear down the opponent. Gets it the perfect fireball. Anti-air in the clutch. Throws them. Both stop. Oh my god, what a throw tech. Who will set the bait at this range? Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Hits the drive. Good parry. Nothing stops this train. Player took wall splat into the guard frame. The pace of the round is going to pick up. Takes it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player 2 can't win this without pulling the trigger. What are they gonna do? Excellent block. Drops the bar. Oh, what this? Who won? What a sick punish counter. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best.
A new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Definitely saw that counter coming. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Lots of aggression from both sides. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Taking stock. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move, feeling out the spacing. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Hits him for the stun, gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Medium kick hit. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Throws them forward. Drive rush to keep it going. That's a counter. Doesn't miss a beat. Quick dashing. Experiencing burnout. Side switch in the corner. Finishes with the throw. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shoots off a fireball up close. That was a solid anti-air. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Still slugging it out here. The combo's there. Goes for the throw. The grab misses. Throws them to negate the block. Projectile to try and change the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Throws them. What's next? Player 2 down to the wire. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Closes with the throw, hitting him with the smart stuff.
Round 2.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Projectile to try and change the situation. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Still very early in the round. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. They were right to be on guard there. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Looking for a chance. Shows a medium kick. Barely hits them with a stop and pop. They are really going at each other this round. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with the super art in play, it's still not over. Blocks it. All in with a rush. All the throw connects. His flatline does. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Open with a jump in. The overhead denied. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. Let's burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. No! Stunned off the wall! Dashes out of a Shifuchira! Player 1 still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Are you kidding me? Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Shuts that down with a parry. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Knockdown. Does a good job of pushing back. Sticks the combo. Throws them to negate the block. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Jumps? This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Dashes up. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Shows a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Medium kick. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. What'll happen here? Still scrapping for control of the space. Manages to block the jump in attack. Demon Rain! Oh my god, they just choked it up! Froze them! Getting it all on a drive rush! Doesn't touch the throw! Player 1 faced a giant...
comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Got it. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes to the overdrive. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive defense springs forward with a drive rush. Pops them with a shorty. Still slugging it out at this range. The fighters return to the middle of the stage, experiencing burnout. Very a super art. That's not gonna hit.
We use animate for this cookout.
Player 1, super art to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. The final push at the end paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish things, you gotta take it. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. This is it. Who's gonna take overhead? Connects all in with a rush. Connects with the throw. Even anti-air in the clutch. Oh man, drive rush. Fires off a Hadouken. There's a burnout. Throws him. What now? Oh, a burnout. Did they mean to do that? Medium kick into. What's next? Throws. Oh boy. Both running empty on drive. They gotta dig down deep here. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Both hits the drive. Hadouken fights back with authority. Okay, here we turns out. Player 1 can't use. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Oh my! Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw the fighters play out of their goddamn mind there. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Quick dashing. Medium kick hit. Closes the gap. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. All right. Handily escapes the throw. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Takes a trip. Throws him. What's next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Play burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Player 2 will look to a smart play to stop the opponent. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Side switch in the corner of super art. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Oh, burnout triggered. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Oh, here we go. Noticeable life lead is a comeback flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Stops the attack by using a drive kick.
The drive parry was successful. Good parry there and knockdown. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Knockdown. That is KO.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Goes to the overdrive.
Overhead. Still slugging it out at this range. Smart play with the throw. What'll happen here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Not much life. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of it's a good spot to use the super. No hook out the quick, kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a...
Spineless.
Bring in the heat! That hurts. Let's get it!
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Got it. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the surprise rush in. Player 2 has the life lead. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. That drive impact doesn't get through. And that attack ends it.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Good old slaps. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Does a good job of pushing back.
Medium kick hits. Gotta be careful not to whip at this burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of foot. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 2 is all the throw connects. No! Critical art out! Burns all three for the final bout! I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. Ugh. Damn it. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. No, absolutely relentless. Dangerous range here. Both of them back off. They may be from that amazing never say sigh attitude got them the win.
That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Anything up hits them with a stopping block.
Takes the chance to hurt him. No more drive gauge. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Sticks the combo. Can't tech the throw? Whiffs the throw. Player 1 chases them down.
KO. Player 2 picks up the first round.
That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets the jump in, takes a big gamble, and rips out a raw super. Anything off the smash? Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? You gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Player 1 on super art. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. That's what happens when you capitalize on all...
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. What are they thinking here? No go for the throw. They hit each other. All right. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Very solid corner speed. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Drive rush. Gets in their face. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide, oh, burnout triggered. Shows a medium kick. Connects with medium kick. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Combo with the target combo. Grabs them. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 has the life advantage. Nice block on the overhead. Super Art on deck with springs forward with the drive rush. Not much movement, but the thinking kept burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Knockdown and looking for a chance. Jumps. They're going for the Super Art. The super doesn't hit. Catches them out. Barely blocks the jump in. They gotta dig down deep here. Lots of distance here. Who uses their drive gauge? Both of them back off. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Jump reads the jump in perfectly. Both forward rush. Player 1 can't use raw super art incoming. Who's gonna take it? Fires off an air slasher. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Chips them for the win! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The attack is parried. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? What's the play here? Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Grabs them. What'll happen here? They gotta be careful with their remaining drive. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening.
Air slasher.
Time to reassess the situation?
Pay attention. In there.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the... Were they baiting them into that? Closes the gap. They return to center stage. Jumps? Barely. They're going for the super art? That's not gonna hit. That's a counter. Springs forward with the drive rush. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Uses the target combo as a filler. Players, they were right to be on guard there. Drive rush to keep it going. Burnout activates. Catches them. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2, gotta do better than that. Medium kick into. Raw super hard incoming. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Doesn't set the throw.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that.
Get up and tell him what's good.
Round 1.
It's not over yet.
Best believe it's time for that rundown.
Creates an opening with the low heavy. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? The jump-in is denied. Holds out with the block. Combo heats it up with a combo into super. Player 1 is almost KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Burns the drive gauge. Box him with a target combo. There's a change of side. Oh, burnout triggered. But drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Springs forward with the drive rush. The throw whips. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Uses the gauge for a super art. Going in, player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jumps in. A parry? Medium kick hit. Are we gonna closes it with a classic corner throw? Player 2 brings it home.
A new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Lots of aggression from both sides. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Shoots off a fireball up close. At this range, hits him with a stopping block. Player two is going to have a hard time. Oh, burnout triggered. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous burnout.
Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Big throws. Going in. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range.
Demon Blade kick. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy.
Doing some quick planning. A quick breather.
Player one in dire straits with burnout. Goes low.
Burnout dissipates. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game.
Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Getting it all on the drive rush. Connects with the throw. Who's gonna take it? Gotta do better than that. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. They are not. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Only a little bit of drive and life left. Lots of distance here. Vents it on the fireball.
That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Aerial toxic.
Hits with the overhead. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how KO.
Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fires off an overdrive. Parries the projectile. That drive impact doesn't get through. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player one chases him down. Throws him. What's next?
Knockdown and
Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the... Going in? Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Do they have enough drive gauge?
Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the... burnout activates. Player two in dire straits with burnout. What'll happen here? Avoids getting stuck in the court. Ooh, what a smart blow.
Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting.
Hits them with a stop and pop. Player two can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge.
Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range.
Can they close this round without relying on drive? Nice fireball.
Oh, could be the start of something.
They back down. Can this drive bring them back? Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Demon Rage from above with the guillotine. Block hits them with a stop and block. Were they baiting them into that? Quick step forward. Both are ready to pull the trigger. Fires off the missile. This might be a pivotal super art. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Fires off Hadouken. Knocked him out of the air. Connects with the throw. Off for the Immortal throw.
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Getting up close and personal. The jumping is, we just saw the heist of the century.
I've seen a lot of fights in my... We're in for something special right here, right now.
Got it. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Goes for the surprise rush in. Goes for the low kick. Uses a drive parry against the attack. The low kick connects. Player 2 chases them down. The low heavy hits. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Burns the drive gauge. Parries the projectile. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. He'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. At this springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? Player 1 can build off this lead. Barely blocks the jumping. Player 1 has an empty drive kick. Pries him open with a Shoryuken. Still scrapping for control of the space. That combo finishes it! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. The low heavy's blocked. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. The low! Okay, he connects with the throw. Breaks the block with a throw. Oh, here we go. Dragon Lash! Are they going to be... Oh, the throw connects. Amazing! Thinking cap overdrive Shoryuken. Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. No good up high. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Who's going to make a move? Throws him. What's next? Takes a trip. Nails the anti-air. Grabs him. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart. What a finish. Great lead on the life gauge there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Parries to cancel the fireball. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Does a good job of pushing back. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 has the life lead. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Shoryuken going in, grabs and throws them away. Risky up-close scrap still going. Here comes the corner pressure. KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.